Chapter 13. As he was young out of a temple, een of the devout followers says to him, Meester, see fit wonderful steens and biggins they hae hereabouts? And Jesus answered, Ye see is muckle biggins? Nae the ae steen o' them will be left standing. They'll all be dung doon. And when he was sitting on a Mount of Olives, our be temple, Steenie, James, York, and Andra come over to him and spirit in bygone. Fit say ye, when will all this come about? And fitna sign will be begetting, at it's near at hand. Jesus started out to say to them, Talk tent at naebody mislipping ye. Mony there be, at will come, talking my name, saying, Alma anitateen. And a handful of folk will be teen in by them. And when ye hear a soon a wars, near at hand, and tales of wars, is a forth. Dinna lat it pit ye up nor down, 'cause sick things needs maun be. But it winna be a hinereen of things. 'Cause countries will fecht wi' other countries. A kingdom wi' another kingdom. There'll be earthquakes in mony places, and there'll be starvation and tribbles. Wi' sick things new sorrows'll come upo' ye. But ye yourselves maun be on your guard. You'll be ta'en afore a court. You'll be flayed i' the temples. You'll be ta'en afore a heap hedains, on a land and afore kings, all on my account, to hear your evidence. But afore the een comes, a great send maun be brought to all lands o' a world. Say when ye are arrested, and ta'en afore a court, dinna fash yoursel aforehand about fit you're gone to say till them. But when a hour o' reckoning comes, just say fitever comes on till your heed, 'cause it winna be your words come out, but the words o' a pure spirit. Brothers will testify contra their ain brothers, i' the jaws o' death, and father will testify contra his ain son, and bairns will speak out contra their ain mither and father, though it condemn them to death. Allbody will hate ye for speaking up for my name, but them 'at hold on till a hinereen will be solve it. But when ye set your een on the awful horror 'at Daniel spoke about, standing in a place where he shouldna be, gin ye read this, mak sure ye understand fit is meant bit. Sign them 'at be in Judea will hae to talk ta braes. Gin a chiel be on his reef, he mauna gang down until his house, to gather his gear. Gin he be out i' the parks, he mauna gang back for his quiet. It will be guy sair on a women folk, at are i' the family, why, or have a bairnie, at the breast, when sic a day should come. Micht ye pray, at it disna come i' the winter time, at ye micht hae to tak flicht. 'Cause when sic a day should come, there'll be affliction, as there hasna been since a very day o' Master Almighty created the world, and is sure to never be thereafter. Gin a Master hadna pit the hams on at the time o' tribbles, nae living thing wad hae come through it. Sign, gin ony chiel should say to ye, Michty, here's a anitateen, or, guid sakes, here he is, dinna true fitty says. False anitateens and false prophets will raise up afore ye, and will show you fairlies and winners to draw you in. Aye, and work possible, even to draw in Almighty's ain folk. But be on your guard. I have warned you of things to come. But when a time should come, after all it troubles, a sun will grow murky, and the mean will nae hae nae licht about it. A very stars'll fall doon fair lift the bean, and the powers of heaven will get a guy shocking up. Syne they'll behold a son of man coming in the clouds, wi' muckle power on the stem, and he'll send forth the sins to gather in till him his chosen folkies, fae four winds, and fae hinarine o' a warl, to hinarine o' heavens. Mek ye learn your lesson, fae a fig tree. When its tender buds brock out into leaves, ye ken at simmer is near at hand. I' the same way, when ye've behold is come about, ye mek ken at the een is at hand, I chopping at your very door. Atween you and me, all this will come about in your ain lifetime. Heaven and earth will never pass awa. My words will never pass awa. But fitting a day nor fitting a hour, nae man can tell, nor can the sins, nor a son of man, just the Father kens. Talk heed, watch and pray, for ye never ken when it might be. It's like a chill at a wa fae hame. Afore he leaves the house, he gies all a feedmen their instructions, and he bids a grieve keep a good lookout. Look out yourselves, 'cause ye never ken when a master or a house might come. At nicht, at the witching hour, at cockcraw, or a skreek o' day. Gin he come all at eens, he mauna find ye ristin'. I'll say it to you, and I'll say it to all. Mak sure you're walkant. Chapter 14. Nu 12 days afore a fair o' a Passover, on unleavened loaf, a priest and a lawyers sought to snare him, but outwitting him, syne stopping his breath. We would be better nae to do it o' a day o' a fair, says they. Or a folk micht set up a collie-shangy. Jesus was in Bethany, at the house of Simon a leper. When he had satten down to his supper, in come a woman, wi' a wee jarry of ointment, at had set her back a gey bit. She broke a jarry, and poured the ointment ower his head. A fjowa chills at han, where some come at, and says, Sic a wastry! It could have been sold for £300, and the siller gien to a peer. And they gied her a guid telling off. But says Jesus, Lot her be. Fit why are you holding sic a rammy? She's vrocht naething but guid for me. You'll aye hae a peer wi' you, and ye can do fit ye will for them whenever ye like. But you'll nae aye hae me. She is dean fit she could. She's ta aforehand, wi' making my body ready for a burying. I'll tell you this, forever in a while, a guid send is reased out, fit she's dean, for me, will I be mine to boot. Syne Judas Iscariot, een o' the 12, gaed to a priest to clype on him, when they heard fit he had to say. They were fair shooted, and promised him a hantle of siller. So he set out to seek for a way to snare him. Nu upo a first day o' unleavened loaf, Van they had killed the lammies. His devout followers spirited him. Far div je winters de gang to mock your Passover supper. Say he bad 12 his devout followers, gang awa into the tune, and you'll see a chiel carrying a pail of water. Gang after him, and when he gets a length o' a house, he's mocking for. Gang in and say till a guidman o' a house. A meester is spearing. Far's a roomie set for ma, to eat a Passover supper wi ma devout followers. He'll lot ye see a muckle room, up a stairs, all set and laid out. Mock ready for his there. Say a wa gate of devout followers, come into their tune, and found all thin, just as he told them, and made all ready for a supper. At night, he come to a roomie, wi a 12. As they were sitting i their supper, Jesus says to them, Hey, you chiels, enoya, sitting here eating wi ma, is going to climb on ma. They were dumbfounded, and ilka een spirit at him, It's nae me, surely. It's een o' 12, he says, at's dipping his fingers into a bowl wi mine. As son of man is young away, at's set out for him in the scriptures. But way is me, for een at clipes on a son of man. He would have been better had he never seen a lick a day. As they were eating, Jesus took hold of a loaf, blessed it, and broke it, and gied it to them, saying, Take this and eat it. This is my body. Syne he took a cup, and after saying a blessing, gied it to them, and they all drunk fit. And he says, This is my blood, a blood or a covenant spilt for money. Ye ken this. At this the last I'll drink or strong stuff, till the next time I drink it at the fit Almighty. Syne they sang a hymn, and gaed awa out to a Mount of Olives. And Jesus says to them, Ye'll all forhui me a nicht. For Scripture says, I'll slaughter a shepherd, and all his sheepies will be scattered. Still anon, after I'm raised up, I'll gang afore ye to Galilee. But Steenie pipes up, I'll leave Mick forsake ye, but nae me. But Jesus says to him, It's a warren a day, I is very nicht, afore a cock crows twice, you'll disown me 3 times. But he wouldn't talk wi sic a say awa, and says, Gin a man die along wi ye, I would never, ever disown ye. And ilka een of them held all the same claith. Or long, they come to a place called Gethsemane, for he telled his devout followers, Sit ye doon here while I say my prayers. He took Steenie and James and Jock wi him. But he was awfu' sair come at wi himsel, and says to them, My heart is like to brock wi sorrow. Hold on here a minute, and keep a good lookout. Syne he gaed for to Bitty, haved himsel doon on a groon, and prayed as gin it myth, the hour wad pass him by. Father, he prayed, there's naething 'at ye canna dee. Tak this cup awa from me. Still anon, lot it nae be fit a myth went, but fit he went. Back he come and found them sleeping, and he says to Steenie, Sleeping, Steenie? Could ye nae bide walking for me, a small hour? Look out, A lot of ye gin ye mithna be tempted to gang awry. A spirit myth be willing, but the flesh is weak. On off he gaed eens mare to pry. When he come back, he found them sleeping again. Their eenies were walkty. They didna ken fit to say to him. For a third time he come to them and says, Sleepin' I yet? I ristin'? And noch, the hours come when a son of man is gang awa until a hands a wrong deers. Get up, and on we go. See, here's a lad at's gone to clipe on me. All of a sudden, as he spoke, Judas, ina a twal, appeared wi a great collieshangi o chiels, with swords and staves, fair more priests, lawyers, and elders. Nu a yard had set the ploy wi them, saying, The een a kiss is a chill you went to talk, and bundle awa softly. And as soon as he come, he gaed for it, kissed Jesus, and says, Master, Master. Say they took a great hold of him. Eno a chiel standing aside him, drew at his sword, and struck off a lug o a heed priest, feedman. Sign Jesus spoke. Div ye talk me for a reaver, and ye've come out with swords and staves to hold me? Mony's a day ye hid your chance to talk me when I was preaching in your temple. But the word of a scripture mon bedien. Sign all a devout followers took to their heels and run off. Nu along wi him, at the time, was a young lad, naked, but for a linen cloth. They tried to talk him tea, but they ran off naked, leaving his clout behind him. Sign they took Jesus to a house for a heed priest. The elders and the lawyers were all gathered. Steenie creepeth behind, keeping his distance, and one bend a length o' it close, and here he bode, sitting amo a feedman, warming his taes at the fire. A heed priest and the hale council tried to find some evidence agin him, to hae him dean awa wi, but their stories were marvellous. Some telled apocalypse about him. Others steed up and telled even mair lies. We've heard him say, I'll pull down this temple, big it wi human hands, and in 3 days I'll big anither een. Aye, but nae wi human hands. But even on this, their stories didn't agree. Sign a heed priest steed up and spirit at Jesus. Have ye naething to say for yoursel about the charges is witnesses bring contra ye? But they spakna a word, and didna answer. Sign a heed priest spirit at him. Are ye a Nitatin, a son o a blist? Jesus says, Fairly ought. And you'll see a son of man sitting at the richt hand o' Aul Mither, and coming wi a clouds o' a lift. Sign a heed priest rippeth his sark and says, Fit need we call mair witnesses. Ye've heard him blaspheming. Fit think ye. They greed till a man, and was guilty and mon bedien awa wi. Some of them started to spit on him. They put the blindfold on him and struck him with their knives, roaring at him, Prophesy! And the heed priest feedman set about him with sclaferton. All his time Steenie was I doon a neth in a close. Eno a heed priest kitchy deems come by and saw him sitting at the fire. She looketh until his face and says, He were hearing all we is chief at Nazareth, is Jesus Lord. But he wouldn't talk wi' it. No, he says, I dinna ken naething about it. I've nae notion of fit you're speaking about. Syne he gaed out to a porch, and he heard a cock craw. Syne the kitchy dame saw him there again, and says to folk that were standing about, he's fairly een of them. And again he wadna talk wi' it. A while after, a lad's standing about says to Steenie, surely you're een of them. You maun be. You're for Galilee. He locked out the move for a cursing, and swearing, saying, I dinna ken a chiel of all. We ought. A cock crew eens mair, and Steenie might that Jesus had said to him, afore a cock crows twice, you'll disown me 3 times. And he roared and grat. Chapter 15. Straight awa in next morning, a heed priest, the elders, a lawyers, and the whole council gathered and set out their plans. They bun Jesus in chains, took him awa and handed him over to Pilate. Pilate spurred at him, Are ye a king o' yours? And Jesus answered, Whatever ye say. A high priest accused him of a handful of charges. Pilate spurred at him eens again, Have ye naething to say for yoursel? Hearken to all they're saying about ye. But Jesus wouldna say naething, and Pilate wintered at him. Now at ilka fair, it was a way for Pilate to lot loose een o' lads that was i' the jail, whatever een o' folk wanted. It happened at a chiel called Barabbas was i' the jail, wi' some other cards that had been ta'en for murder in a collyshangy. When a crowd roared that they were sicking him to lot a lad out as well, Pilate socked at them. Div ye want me to lot out the king o' yours? For well he kent at the heed priest had handed him over, 'cause they were jealous o' him. But the heed priest egged on the crowd to seek Pilate to louse Barabbas. Pilate spake eens mair to the crowd, Fitter ye second me to die, wi' a chiel ye ca' a king o' yours. They roared back, Hang him on a stake! Fit for, fit harm his he deen, spurred Pilate. But the crowd roared all louder, Hang him on a stake! Said Pilate, willing to do anything for a quiet life, lot louse Barabbas to them. And he had Jesus flogged and handed over to be hanged on a stake. Syne the soldiers took him into a courtyard and a house and cried on their cronies. They gart him put on a purple sark, twined a crown out of thistles, and plopped it on his head. Syne they begood to salute him, wi, Aye, king o' yours. They clyted him, roon a head wi' a stick, and spat upo him. Syne got down on their knees and scoffed at him. When they were through wi' their scoffing, they took off a purple sark and gart him put on his ain clothes and led him out to be hanged on a stake. They gart Simon, fae Cyrene, a father o' Sandy and Rufus, had happened to be passing through on his way, and fae a contra, carry his stake. They brought him to a place called Golgotha, that is, a place o' a skull. They tried him with drugged claret, but he wouldna talk it, and when they had hanged him on the stake, They hovered his clays among themselves, ruffling to see fa would get fit. It was 9 in the morning, from they hinged him on a stake, on they vreet to bean him fit he was cherished wi, a king o' a yows. They hinged 12 yards wi him tea, een on his richt hand, and een on his left hand, on the word o' scriptures come to be, at say. He was numbered wi the ill deen, and the folk gone by cursed at him, and were shocking their heads at him. Feck wi ye, quo they, ye would haul down a temple, wad ye, and big it in 3 days? Save yoursel, and come down fair stake then. And the heed priests and the lawyers looked among themselves at him, saying, He saved other folk, but he cannot save himself. Lot the Nitatin, a king of Israel, come down fair stake new. Gin we see it, we's believe him. Even the chills were hinged wi him, look at him. At 12 o'clock, all drew marky. A blackness lasted a hale 3 hours. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Jesus roared out to him, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. In our tongue, ought to say, Aul Mither, but why have ye left me, all malign? A few of folk standing about, when they heard him, said, Hearken, he's crying on Elijah. A chiel gaed and soaked the clout in sour vinegar, and put it on a stick to hold it up till his moo. Let's see, he says, gin Elijah'll come and fetch him down. Sign Jesus let out the roar, and gied up against. And the drapes in a temple were rent in twa, fae heed to fit. And from a captain, was standing o'er him, saw who he had deed. He says, There is little doubt, at chiel was a son of Aul Mither. There was a few women watching behind a wall. Among them was Mary Magdalene, Mary a mither a wee Jim, and Yo, and Salome. They had followed him and waited on him. But he was in Galilee. A puckle other women had come to Jerusalem wi him, were there tea. They knew it was nickfall, on a day for making ready for a Sabbath. Joseph o' Arimathea, a guy weel thought a council chiel, a good living kind of lad, had fitted it to Pilate, and sought to him to gie him a body of Jesus. Michty me, is he dead already? Says Pilate. And he cried on a captain on spirit gin he was dead. When he heard a captain's news, he told Joseph he was welcome to talk a body. Say Joseph bought a good linen mort cloth, fess him down fair stake, wrapped him in the mort cloth, laid him in a grave, hewn out o' a rock, and rode a muckle steen afore the ingang. Mary Magdalene and Mary a mither o' Yo were watching and saw where he was lain. Chapter 16. E'en the Sabbath was by we, Mary Magdalene, Mary a mither o' Yim, and Salome brought scented oil to anoint a body o' Jesus. At skreek o' day on a Sunday morning, a yows had Saturday as a Sabbath. They come to a grave as the sun was rising. They wondered to themselves, fitting een of them would row awa a muckle steen. But when they looked, they saw a steen had been rowed awa, muckle though it be. They were young until a tomb, and there they saw, sitting at the richt hand side, a barkie wearing a long white gown. And they were guy sair fleggit. But he says to them, Dinna be feared, ye're second Jesus o' Nazareth, a chiel that was hingit on a stake. He's risen up, he's nae here. See, at's far they laid him doon. Now awa ye go, and tell all his devout followers, and Steenie, at he's awa afore ye to Galilee, and not for ye'll meet in wi' him, just like he tell't ye. Syne they took to their heels, awa the grave, as fast as their legs would carry them, for they were shocking wi' dread. They were our feared to say naething to naebody about it. Now, when Jesus first rose up, he appeared early on a Sunday morning to Mary Magdalene, a quine at he had eens casten 7 deals uta. She telled all his friends. They were still sorrowful and greeting. And when she told him that he was living, and she had seen him, they wadna a lippen till her. After that, he come again in another guise, to twa of them when they were walking out o' country. Is twa sign, till the lave, but they wadna talk wi' him neither. I the hindereen, when they leaving, were at the supper. He come amo them and gied them a guid hour gone, for nae believing that they had been telled, but them that had seen him raised up. And he says to them, Awa wi ye, out into the hale world, and preach a guid send to ilka living thing. Them that believes, and is immersed, will be saved, but them that winna believe will be knocked. Them that believe will win a power to carry out miracles. They'll cast out devils in my name, and speak in foreign tongues. They may pick up snakes, or drink poison, but will come to nae harm, and gin they put their hand on them at's nae will, they'll mock them better. Say after haeing a news wi' them, a maester was fastened up to heaven, to sit at the richt hand Almighty. A devout followers gaed out and preached all why they could. We a maester dargan on wi' them, backing them up wi' mony miracles. Sae be it. And that concludes the guid send according to Mark. Till next time, be heartened, be sealful, and endure till the e'en.